Welcome back to the show where we give you all the Dolphins news you need to know about. This first report comes from the Miami Herald, and the Miami Dolphins have signed two really underratedly important players. They have re-signed Anthony Steen and Mike Cole, who both add great depth to the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, Mike Cole stepped up big in the Cardinals game, got that tipped interception. Anthony Steen all year stepped up and was a huge asset to the Miami Dolphins and a huge reason why the Miami Dolphins went 10-6 last season. So it's great that we have both of these guys back. And moving on from that, Jerry Jackson of the Miami Herald, he says, quote, "The Miami Dolphins have spent a significant amount of time with guard out of Western Kentucky, FORREST Lamp." FORREST Lamp just keeps popping up into Dolphins news. This next report also comes from the Miami Herald. The Miami Dolphins have also visited and worked out offensive lineman from Indiana, Dan FEENEY, who, I mean, if you watch the Indiana offensive line last season, they're gritty, they're tough, they're grinders. Obviously, they've produced two insanely talented running backs in Telvin Coleman and Jordan Howard. So Dan FEENEY out of Indiana has a really good track record and some serious accolades. So he could be the answer at guard there. Who knows? This next report also comes from the Miami Herald. The Miami Dolphins will also host Clemson quarterback CORDREA. TANKERSLEY, I'm sorry if I butchered his name. Obviously had a really good season, very productive season. He had 4 interceptions and 6 TFLs. He's exactly what the Miami Dolphins are looking for. The exact criteria the Miami Dolphins are looking for: big, tall, strong, physical, and can tackle on the open field. And he was very productive last year on the best team in college football. He's projected to be a late first-round pick, early second-round pick. I think a lot of people have him going to the Dallas Cowboys late in the first round. So the Miami Dolphins probably are not going to get their hands on him. They are also visiting with Marcus Maye out of Florida. They're going to work him out. The biggest gripe with Marcus Maye is he wasn't very productive last year out of the SEC. He only had 1 interception, 1 TFL. But not only that, but he gave up 10 touchdowns at Florida last season. But the upside to him is he's very smart. He's very smart. He reads the offense is really well good. So that's probably the biggest reason why scouts have him so high on their draft board. Next report also comes from the Miami Herald. The Miami Dolphins, quote, "love Derek Barnett and Western Kentucky guard FORREST Lamp." So that is an exact quote from a source in the Miami Dolphins organization. They quote, "love defensive end out of Tennessee, Derek Barnett, and guard out of Western Kentucky, FORREST Lamp." FORREST Lamp and Derek Barnett would be great picks at 22. Obviously, Derek Barnett probably is not going to fall out of the top 15. I think a lot of people have. I mean, me personally, there's no way he gets past Detroit, New Orleans, and if they love him, maybe they'll trade up to get him, who knows. But obviously FORREST Lamp, a lot of people think if we did draft him, that would make us a top 10 to top 5 offense in the NFL. I think we're already a top 10 offense just because of, we have some seriously good young players with Kenny, DP, Jarvis. Obviously I have a lot of faith in Tannehill. I think our offensive line, adding a guard like FORREST Lamp, I think would solidify that. So a lot of people like FORREST Lamp. I love him. I think he plays just like Zach Martin, and I think he's actually more versatile than Zach Martin was coming out of college. So I really like him. Also, an update on the Miami Dolphins fan poll that we did. FORREST Lamp is killing everybody in the fan poll. So FORREST Lamp, destined probably to be a Miami Dolphin. The Dolphins have him really high on their draft board from this report from the Miami Herald. So it's looking like it's going to happen, guys. So that's going to be it, guys. I am SkyX83. Let me know what you guys think about FORREST Lamp, and I'll see you guys in the next one.